1997, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone was published and released in British bookstores, and with the book, the character of Lavender Brown was introduced to readers. Originally, the character Lavender Brown was the first out of any to be sorted into the Gryffindor house. In terms of plot or character progression or even characterization, Lavender Brown had none until minor references in The Prisoner of Azkaban, and further until The Half-Blood Prince. In the earlier Harry Potter books, the development of characters were different than how certain characters ended up as, with their evolution or progression through the different books, or in terms of relationships with other characters. According to popular film theories and facts from the time, J.K. Rowling created the character of Lavender Brown as an African descent girl at Hogwarts to promote diversity. Lavender Brown, with the family name of Brown, naturally referring to her darker skin hue. Due to the fact that the character was secondary, this wasn't exactly a problem for roughly half of the Harry Potter book series, but by the 6th year, Lavender Brown was written into a short-term relationship with Ron Weasley, and popular consensus were that the relationship seemed to be a bit forced, or that of a bit rushed. But the notable details in terms of the character of Lavender Brown at the time were that there was not much in terms of the character, although minimalistic changes were made for the temporary relationship with Ron. Popular theories and widespread consensus were that Lavender Brown's African ethnicity was a problem for J.K. Rowling, in the fact that an originally secondary character was now elevated to being the girlfriend of one of the main characters in the book series, being that of Ron Weasley as mentioned. J.K. Rowling literally changed the ethnicity of Lavender Brown to fit the relationship, due to the possibility of British readers becoming upset with the fact that Lavender and Ron were to essentially be an interracial couple, with an African woman and a British man. To avoid any problems, the heritage of Lavender Brown was changed to being that of British, the same background as Ron Weasley himself. Due to the relationship with Ron, Lavender Brown in the books were also changed to reflect the ethnicity switch. As in prior books, the discussion about her was somewhat harsh due to possibly her African background, but naturally more welcoming once she was of British heritage. The ethnicity change was clearly noticed and depicted during the films, and despite a bit of controversy, nothing was done about it, and popular consensus were that it happened simply because of J.K. Rowling changing her stories to better fit scenarios, as some had complained it should have been brought to more focus than it was. With either outcome of ignoring it or complaining about it, Lavender Brown more than likely died during the Battle of Hogwarts, perhaps done on purpose by J.K. Rowling to put an end to the debate of Lavender Brown's ethnic origins. Sometimes a character can be forgotten because they were originally intended to be ethnic representation, but later changed due to public fears of that ethnic representation.